easy way for someone to allow someone to steal their vehicles.
It is basically a key without being a key. Make sure it's on you at all times or you know where it is.
Our detectives are working the case. They're investigating any leads that we have right now. We can ping his phone, try to kind of triangulate between the towers where it's located.
This is so fantastic.
We've waited so long for this.
It's like a heavyweight fight, blow for blow, everybody playing their heart out.
This is just the greatest feeling in the world.
You woke up.
Is THV11 this morning.
Time now 6 o'clock. Rob Evans, Laura Monteverdi, meteorologist Tom Brandon with you. Thank you for joining us. And in honor of Laura Monteverdi, you got to have the hand sanitizer. She's contagious. Got to do this every so often. Please don't fall on the floor. That's not going to work. Okay. Traffic is where we're going to begin this morning. We'll talk to Officer Dorsey in just a few minutes. Right now, a lot of green outside, little construction here. Also some construction on 64 up toward the Valonia area, and 430 also looking at some construction, but traffic is still light. Can we take a look at Highway 10 in Shenandoah? That would be awfully nice if we can. Show you what's going on outdoors this morning over West Little Rock. Still dark. There's one car, a couple of cars. Still early. Be careful. We got a little rain in the forecast. Check out those weather headlines for you today. Just a little rain. Light showers expected, possibly a scattered thunderstorm, but for the most part, not a lot of rain, but a front. The front's going to bring in fall air just in time for this. A weekend dedicated to those of you that are looking at getting outside and having a little fun. Maybe taking the kids out to the park. 76 and 47 Friday, low 70s Saturday, and on Sunday back in the low 70s as well. But that's still warm considering we're in November. It's perfect October weather, a little mild for November. Downtown 63, humidity 100%, the dew point 63, a little fog for some of you as well. 50s, 60s, a smattering of 70s. And at the bus stop, kids probably want to wear a lightweight jacket for the morning hours. They'll take it off by lunchtime. 81 this afternoon at 3 o'clock with a slight chance of showers. And looking at it hour by hour during the day today, about 81 is where we'll top out. Back over to you guys this morning. Rob, Laura.
A developing news this morning, 4 people hurt, 1 in serious condition after a shooting on Bragg Street just west of I-30. This happened last night around 11.
Little Rock police don't have any information on the suspect just yet. They say they'll have more information on the shooting later this morning.
Well, today, North Little Rock police will hand out flyers warning drivers of how easily thieves can steal those push-start cars.
They say they're seeing more of these newer cars being stolen. Of the last 40 car thefts reported in North Little Rock, 13 of them had the keys left in the car, and 5 of those were key fobs to push start cars.
The sales consultants say since drivers of these cars do not have to physically use the key to start it, they're more likely to leave that key fob in the car. But while it's convenient for drivers, police say it could be just as convenient for thieves.
Our suspects now are realizing that they don't have to have a key to steal a vehicle, that they can enter the car, push the button, and a lot of victims are leaving these key fobs in the car.
Police recommend always keeping your keys with you, even if drivers are just locking the spare set in the car. It's going to remain unlocked if that fob is inside.
2 kids in Garland County are recovering this morning after they were thrown from a moving car on Halloween. Deputies say a 16-year-old girl was driving without a license as the 2 kids sat on the trunk of the car. The teen told police she hit a pothole as she was driving down Shady Heights Road, causing the kids to be thrown off. One of the kids was severely hurt, had to be airlifted to Children's Hospital. The other was also hurt, but has been medically cleared. The mayor of Brinkley asking the Monroe County prosecutor to lead an investigation of the Brinkley police chief accused of excessive speeding. Dashcam footage showed a state trooper clocked Chief Ed Randall driving 107 miles an hour. Randall, though, denies driving that fast, saying a device in his car keeps him from going faster than 95. Our prosecutors are asking state police for more information about a small stretch of Highway 65 in Damascus many call a speed trap. Last month, state police wrapped up an investigation into the drastic speed limit drop there. Prosecutors have been looking at their findings, hoping to determine if there really is a small speed trap in that town. Last May, THV11 found Damascus police write an average of 1,500 tickets each year.
We haven't had anything released or given to us that we know of that's going to indicate any kind of foul play at the moment. That's not to say later in the investigation they don't find something, but at the moment we don't have anything to release that points to that.
The search continues for that man right there, a missing Grammy Award-winning musician. Joe Cripps, last seen October 19th at Whitewater Tavern. Bartender said the last they heard from him, he asked for a cab. THV11 spoke with Joe's brother over the phone. He says he's worried Joe may be in trouble. He says Joe never went anywhere without his phone, but it's since gone silent. If you have any information on where he could be, call Little Rock Police. And take a look at your screen right here. Hot Springs Police looking for this woman. That's 25-year-old Selquetta C.C. Babb. She's 5'6", 120 pounds, last seen Halloween night. Now, police say she left her home saying that she was going to walk to Philadelphia. Babb recently had a psychiatric episode, and her family says she has no cell phone, she has no money, she has no vehicle. If you have any information, call Hot Springs Police. Well, 2 Pine Bluff voters, along with the state Democratic Party, have filed a lawsuit against the Republican commissioner in Jefferson County. In it, they claim that Stu Soffer is using voter intimidation. The voters say they saw Soffer looking at votes. An officer with the Democratic Central Committee talked about his past experiences with Soffer.
Challenged me once when I was filing a complaint at a public election commission meeting, and actually challenged me to go outside. I wound up filing a police report on this incident.
And McCrae says he hopes the court will decide if Soffer can be a poll watcher and commissioner. THV11 reached out to Soffer, but he declined to comment. The attorney for the Republican Party says they are, quote, evaluating the matter and will take whatever appropriate action, if any, necessary.
We have a live look from Wrigley Field, where the Chicago Cubs are on their way back to Chicago after winning the first World Series in 108 years. I don't see any cars over.
Well, there's a bus right there. I don't think they're riding that
bus. No riders. Oh, they fought hard for that win. The Cubs were in control up 2 runs, but then the Cleveland Indians, they tied things up, taking the game to extra innings. People on the edge of their seats there.
This was the last out right there. You saw the first baseman pocketing that ball in his back pocket, shoving it in there, buttoning it up, zip tying it, velcroing it, taping it so no one would ever touch that ball except him. 10th inning rally. There was a 17-minute rain delay, which is, you know, baseball, it's the shortest rain delay ever. I mean, it takes that long just to put the tarp on.
Right.
Yeah. The Cubs finally broke the curse of the Billy Goat, though, winning 8-7 in 10 innings and 7 games. You don't get more exciting than 7 games of a World Series. It's the Super Bowl. It's the it's the NBA Finals all in one.
I would love to see the face of that guy that predicted this win in 1993 in his yearbook. I would love to see his reaction. He was probably just like, "I told you."
Told you. Yeah.
I hate to see Cleveland lose, because those 2 franchises haven't won a World Series in such a long time.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, Cleveland.
But they won one in the 40s. And the Cubs hadn't won one since 1908, so they have 40 more years on them.
So I shouldn't feel bad?
Down until 21-15.
All right,
21-16.
Well, it is a literal twist on an American classic.
Coming up, Deanna Fleming from a Mystery Mansion shows us how to make upside-down apple pie.
Yum.
I just throw mine in the floor. That's how you do it.
That's the way to do it. Here's a live look also from Easter Seals, Arkansas.
THV11's Raven Richard will have a preview of their Art and Soul show, how you can help out and who you can meet tonight. Hold yourself down, get ready, because it's about to get excited. I mean, there are 2 people that you're going to be like getting selfies with. I guarantee it.
Well, at least one anyway, if the other one doesn't call in sick.
Again?
Right. Yeah. Well, she can't, because after the show today, she's going to be going fishing. Got your fishing forecast. Here's what it looks like. Can we take a look at that? From 4 to 6 o'clock today, the best 2-hour time period. Laura's got plenty of time, and then she can go and MC an event with Greg O'Neill tonight.
You just blew it, my tease.
Oh,
that was my tease. I said I would tell you who's going to be there.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I apologize.
6:12, and here's a live look at the Windy City with the Chicago Cubs. The players are arriving right now. This is right outside of Wrigley Field, I believe, if I'm getting I believe this is right outside of Wrigley Field there, where the Cubs just won the World Series about 6 hours ago. First time in 108 years. Here they come, the players. Look at all the fans out there, been hanging out, been waiting. No alcoholic drinks served, I'm sure, in downtown Chicago overnight, but here are the players and the wives, the families saying, hey, thank you all so much for coming out and supporting us. This is cool. 6 a.m. People taking selfies, the people taking selfies of them. Gotta love that. In Chicago. Awesome. First time in 108 years, Chicago can say we are a major league well, the Chicago Cubs anyway, can be Major League champions, and that's a cool sight right there in the Windy City. Yeah, but there is some traffic out there. Yeah, we should check their traffic. That is so cool. Little kids and daddy-daughter time to a whole new level. So cool. Such an exciting time out there. You see some of the managers and players. Well, they're shutting down some streets there, obviously, for a party. Not the case here, except for the Broadway Bridge. Don't try to take that for the next 6 months.
That would be bad. But we don't have any traffic concerns like they're having right now in Chicago.
Yeah.
So no accidents
There
to
are
report.
no concerns in Chicago right now. No one cares. They're like, traffic,
who cares?
We're not going to work today.
Park their car and walk the rest of the way.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
So no major accidents, and we've got 4 different safe speed locations this morning to talk about.
That is right. So Arkansas State Police, they're going to be on I-40 west of Remington Road, Little Rock on Stanton Road, North Little Rock, the 1400 block of Crutcher, and in Benton today we'll be on Border Street, so be aware of these areas. Slow down. Remember to always wear your seatbelt.
Remember to always put that cell phone down.
Stay off the cell phone. No Facebook, no texting.
Do not text and drive. Do not. Driving by people sometimes and you see them sitting there just like reading novels. And
actually, I had one yesterday on Facebook driving.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, just really.
Think about, it's not just you. Think about the kids that you might be, be hurting in the long run. Sorry, Justin, appreciate it.
Right.
Check back in with you in a few minutes. Sending out to Tom right now with a check of your forecast.
Now, weather from the Crane Kia Weather Garden.
Where it is cloudy, and those of you getting ready for school today, maybe the kids going to be walking to school wherever you are, or getting dropped off. Hopefully they're not walking. It's dangerous times that we live in. Here's what your bus stop forecast looks like. I think a lightweight jacket or sweater. First of all, there's the outside vantage point, Highway 10 in Shenandoah. Looks good, but traffic volume will be picking up over the next hour. From 61 to 81, we've bottomed out here at 63 degrees. We may drop a degree or two, but the skies have become mostly cloudy. We do have a very small chance of rain today, primarily this afternoon, but I'm not even going to say it's worth mentioning taking an umbrella because those showers will be spotty. A lot of 60s, few 50s and 70s. Cold front in North Arkansas now, the Arkansas border, it is moving to the southeast. You see a couple of widely scattered showers near, let's say, Sharp, Lawrence counties, Randolph, Izard County, Fulton County, even back up toward Boone, Baxter, Marion counties have had some light showers. And an area of convection here, Oklahoma, Texas. Now this is moving to the east with a bit of a southeast jog. Some of the counties in southwest Arkansas might get some shower activity. And a few more cells here from near Hot Spring County, Montgomery County. There's the boundary, and that front is going to edge to the east today very slowly, moving through the Little Rock area later this afternoon. Very small chance of rain, about 20%. When does it get here? This is by about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You can see the front will move through. Friday looks great. We'll clear things out late tonight. Tomorrow, a nice fall day expected. But temperatures will still run about 5 to 7 degrees above average, although we get a nice refreshing air mass. Estimated rainfall amounts doesn't look like we're going to see much. Maybe some spotty heavier amounts over south central Arkansas, lighter amounts elsewhere. 81 for the high, mostly cloudy. Later in the day today, the wind will shift from the south to the north at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Very small chance of rain. Tonight, 55 cloudy, then we'll clear out late tonight, early tomorrow. We'll start our morning off tomorrow morning in North Little Rock for home field advantage. That's our final stop this year for high school football. Cabot coming into town to play North Little Rock Friday night. We'll be at North Little Rock High School early in the morning tomorrow morning, where temperatures will be in the middle 50s. And once again, it's a good idea not to forget to fall back. Saturday night into Sunday, set your clocks. And something else you should do, make sure you change those batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Laura, back to you.
Well, it is not just a fall favorite, it's a favorite all year long. We're talking about apple pie, and we have Deanna Fleming from Mystery Mansion here to show us how to make upside down apple pie. And unlike Tom thinks, you don't just drop it upside down and that's how it works.
No, you don't just drop it upside down, but it will taste the same even if you do. So.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
All right, this is really easy. This is one of those videos that I saw online. I thought I would try it.
Oh, one of those tasty videos?
Yes. The only thing, once again, it's one of those things where it doesn't quite come out like, so if it doesn't come out as beautiful, it's okay.
It's supposed to look messy, right?
Right. Okay, so what I did different than the recipe, though, was I lined my pan because you get this brown sugar sticky, almost like a caramel in the bottom of the pan. So I would get parchment paper And I've got some like pan lining paper right there, but cut it a little bigger than I did. So cut it a little past your edge of your pan, and then if it does bubble over while it's cooking, it won't get between your paper and your pan.
Less of a mess.
Yes, and it will come out easier. So I learned something today. All right, so basically you take a cup of pecans with a 1/4 cup of margarine and a little bit of brown sugar, and we'll have the recipe for y'all.
Great.
And you just press it into the bottom of the pan, okay? You do that, and then you just take a prepared pie crust, and I just laid these out on wax paper, and I'm just gonna flip it over on top. It's easier if you do these when they're still frozen, because they'll kind of lay out a little more. I didn't do this one. I did mine for last night that way, yeah. And so I'm just going to spread it out. So it really doesn't matter what this looks like.
Easier if it's frozen. People like easy.
Well, because you want to let it thaw before you do this, but it'll lay out a little better for you if it's frozen and just settles naturally.
Sounds good. It smells delicious. Anything with cinnamon.
So then you just take a teaspoon of flour and you put it on. Just kind of rub it around on your crust. I think that'll help keep your crust from getting so mushy while it's cooking. All right, then I already have, and I use green apples because I like the tart. So I peeled green apples, and then I mixed them with my recipe ingredients, which is a little bit of flour.
If you could smell through the TV right now.
Regular sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg in that. So you just put that on it, and then just press it around. Once again, your fingers are going to get a little messy.
You can look them after, right?
Right, absolutely.
And then do you just put that other pie crust
Then you
right
just
on top?
flip this upside down on the top of it.
This is too simple.
Too simple. Okay, then just move it around where it goes.
Okay. It's kind of like a sandwich. Squish it.
Then you'll flute your edges. So just press them down and get a really good seal going on those.
And you've got a good little mix on top. What you put on top?
Right. And just put you a couple slits for steam. And then when you bake it for 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay. Can we try a piece?
Yes,
It looks too good
absolutely. And flip it out. Like I said, mine didn't come out as pretty.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. It's going to be gone in a matter of seconds.
So it's a little more forgiving. So I've got one here that I haven't flipped out of the pan yet. But it's just got that fresh apple taste.
Oh yeah, I think everybody's drooling in the newsroom. You guys, this is good. We got to try this.
And I made 2 today just for y'all.
2. You
make
are
sure
good.
everybody got
You
a
are
piece.
good. Thank you so much, Deanna Fleming from Mystery Mansion. If you haven't been to Mystery Mansion, check it out. It is worth it, right?
Right.
It's totally worth it. So is this. Hope you make it at home, and feel free to bring it in. We'll try it for you. We're back after a quick break.
Breaking news. Well, breaking sports. Cubs win. The Cubs win. Chicago Cubs making their way back to Chicago after winning the World Series last night, knocking off Cleveland Cleveland, the Indians, in 10 innings. For a minute there, I thought I was wrong. I'm thinking Cleveland Cavaliers. No, they didn't play LeBron James, but he was here last night. He was there. I saw him. So congratulations, a 108-year-old drought now over. The Chicago baseball team returning to Wrigley Field to a large number of people there, taking selfies upon selfies. And there's the World Series trophy right there. Don't drop it. If you touch the World Series trophy, you have. Say it.
Listen.
Congratulations, Chicago Cubs, winning the World Series last night. And for those of you that maybe were recording it and we're going to watch it this morning after the newscast, we're sorry for the buzzkill. But it's big, big news. Let's take a look at our forecast conditions this morning. Lance Turner has Arkansas business in just a second. Really. 624 and weather headlines including cloudy skies today. There will be a few showers along a frontal boundary. The return of fall air tomorrow, and we'll really feel it this weekend. A great looking weekend ahead, and I'll detail that forecast in just a moment. Outside at 63, we've got calm winds, dew point 63, humidity 100%, little fog up in northeast Arkansas. Our numbers start off in the 60s, couple of 70s, and as you get ready for school today, little Lance Turner, you will not need your umbrella, I think. Just go ahead and wear a lightweight jacket this morning. This afternoon, 81. We'll send things to you now with a look at Arkansas business. All right, thanks a lot, Tom. Now a look at your Arkansas business headlines. And 3 Arkansas airports affected by the bankruptcy of Seaport Airlines are close to having new air service providers. South Arkansas Regional Airport in El Dorado and Boone County Regional Airport in Harrison recommended Contour Airlines of Tennessee for their service. Hot Springs Memorial Field Airport recommended Boutique Air of California. They're now waiting on federal approval of those contracts. Seaport filed for bankruptcy and shut down back in September. Meanwhile, the latest report from the State Department of Finance and Administration shows state revenue rebounded last month. Financial officials say it's because of a boost in corporate and individual income tax collections. Net available revenue last month was $439.1 million, $33.2 million more than this time last year. The state's revenue for the fiscal year that began July 1st now totals $1.7 billion. That's $23 million below forecast. Governor Asa Hutchinson plans to announce his budget proposal with these numbers in mind next week. And Arkansans show big support for Donald Trump and John Bozeman in the 18th annual Arkansas poll. The University of Arkansas surveyed 800 randomly selected Arkansans for the poll. Arkansas remains firmly in the red politically with a 60% approval rating for Governor Asa Hutchinson and 45% for Senator Tom Cotton. The survey also showed a shift in Arkansans' concerns. 27% say the economy is the biggest problem. That's down from 43% last year. Instead, more concern has shifted to health care, politics, crime, and education. There's a look at your Arkansas business headlines. Now let's send things back over to Rob and Laura.
All right, Lance, thanks. Today you have a chance to support kids and adults from Easter Seals.
Yeah, they're hosting the Art and Soul Show. Craig O'Neill and myself are hosting it tonight.
THV11's Raven Richard live with the preview. Good morning, Raven.
And if you want to get down there to Noah's Event Center in West Little Rock, tickets are $50. You can buy them at the door. Once again, it starts at 6. You can get a chance to see some very neat art that we have. I have Lori and Susan here. You guys are instructors, so tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
One of the pieces that you'll see tonight at Noah's Event Center for the auction of Art and Soul is a cup and saucer and dessert plate set. This is one of the cups from the set that our clients have painted and fired, and come on down and auction.
And so who does this benefit?
This definitely benefits everybody in Easter Seals. The adults are the ones who actually put their hands on this stuff and actually did the stuff themselves, but it definitely comes back in twofold to benefit all of our adults and all of the preschoolers and all the things that happen around here at Easter Seals. So.
Well, thank you guys so much. Hey, we're going to still have more coming up. We're going to talk to one of the artists here at Easter Seals. We'll give you more information. Stay with us. You're watching THV11 This Morning.